Hi, everybody. It's a wee bit of alchemy. I'm Rick Barrett. Welcome. Today, I'd like to continue our explorations into the applications of Sung and Pongjin in the Taiji forms, and particularly with emphasis on the bows, the structures, so that it's a way of thinking about the body's structure in these various forms, and they're oftentimes visualized as bows and BOW, like as in a archery. And the idea is that like say an arm, instead of it being straight out like that, there's a curve to it. It can be a very gentle curve, or it can be a bigger curve, but there's a curve to it. The same thing, you get both arms together, you extend them out, and this whole structure creates a bow, through your back. And so the emphasis that we've been talking about is getting the 5 energy gates, the fingers, wrists, elbows, shoulders, and scapula, and activating them, being very mindful of them. And this is a way of activating these bows, let's say in our arms, getting that. But there's also bows in the legs as we, open up the crotch area. The legs are not locked. They're kind of create this arch, and that creates a stability in the posture. The back, it can round or it can arch, and so that creates that flexible bow kind of structure. Across the chest is a bow. So there's all these different qualities there that we get a chance to practice in our Taiji Chuan form. And the emphasis that I'd like to place on it is to maybe even exaggerate that a little bit, so you really feel that quality there, because we can always make it smaller. If we start big, we explore the energy potentials of a large frame, and the Yangcheng Fu form is actually perfect for that, because it's a really large frame Taiji form. And then we can make it smaller, so that eventually we have those bows, but they're more energetically expressed rather than physically. But the chin is still there. And so we exaggerate it and then make it smaller until there's just a suggestion of those structures. But once the body learns to take these shapes, then it can apply it in all kinds of forms, not just Taiji forms, but any kind of body shape you can take. You learn to say, oh, my arm is stronger like this than like this, and less vulnerable to injury. And then you can take that. But it's not just a question of releasing the tension in the arm, which is first order of business, getting Sung to release into the structure, but then to add the chin to it. So we amplify that expansive energy, in this case, the Pongjin. We amplify that so that we create this supple, flexible power that is characteristic of Taiji. So we're going to do this, explore that again, just kind of review the bows and the 5 energy gates, and then we're going to put it into the Yangcheng Fu form. But this time we'll just start at the beginning and take it up through the brush knee posture, and then we're just going to do the movements after the single whip, and explore those energies in those postures. We have a tendency to focus primarily on the Pong Lu Jian, the ward off, roll back, press and push. I do that a lot because that's really familiar. So now we're going to take it a little bit farther and something which is, it has its own qualities to it. And there's some opportunities to explore the energies in those shapes. So please stand up and let's take a look at this. Yeah, let's begin with our three pillars. Start with your feet about a hip width apart. Feel your three nails on the insides of both feet. The heel nail, the ball of the foot, the big toenail. And just allow yourself to relax into that. Feel your muscular tension in your legs kind of dissolving as you settle down into the earth. So rather than pushing away from the earth, you're kind of relaxing and releasing down and just feeling into what's left if I get rid of the muscular tension. You relax your lower back and allow your sacrum to drop, and that kind of levels out your pelvic bowl. And just settle into your heel nails and feel that yin energy there. So as we settle down there, we can feel the yin chi of the earth rising through the bubbling well points in the feet, connecting up to the big chi, the yin chi of the earth. And sink into the balls of your feet. You know, your feet are still, the weight is still spread throughout the foot, but your primary focus is in the balls of the feet. And this activates the yang chi. And reach up with the crown of your head. Tuck in your chin and open the jade pillow gate. This allows the Jing Shen, the spirit of vitality, to rise into your head and activates the yang chi of the heavens. And feel those poles in opposition. The yang of the heavens, the yin of the earth, reaching with the crown of the head, same time sinking down into the earth through your feet. Your knees are relaxed, slightly bent. Reach slightly with your elbows and open up your shoulder joints, from kicking the hose in the shoulders. Palms are facing backward. And feel the energy in your hands as you do that. Point and reach with your index fingers. Feel your index fingers. And feel the energetic coherence as your whole body shifts into a more coherent state. Notice the bow shape in my arms here. My arms aren't collapsed like this. There's like creating that bow shape, which then activates the energy. It activates the connective tissue system and allows the energy to flow more freely. Feel into the back as a bow. Just round your back. Just lift your, drop your sacrum and just feel your back rounding, and then go the opposite and arch your back. And just feel that, then round the back and then arch the back. And just feel that supple spine there. We're looking for is that some flexibility in the spine. Let's unkink the hose in the hips and get very sung qua. So spiral down, turn, turn, and it's unlocking your hip joints. And really, with each turn, see yourself sinking down a little deeper into your legs, and feel the support of your your structure as you do that. And back to center. And just pause a moment and just feel the three pillars: the central equilibrium, energetic coherence, and we unkink the hose. And let's feel into the arms here, and just um, reach with your wrists and feel, let your fingers hang, and reach with your elbows and open your back and feel your shoulder blades separating. You're reaching there, and now reach with the fingers. And just pause them and just feel that your arms are slightly rounded. So you're creating that bow shape there, but you're also creating a bow across your back. And then sink into your heels. Lift your fingers, reach down with your wrists, and bring your hands down. And pause. And get very sung. So feel the heaviness of your arm, as if the idea is if you're carrying something rather than lifting it. So you're carrying your arms, and reach with your wrists, your elbows, come up a little higher this time, open your shoulders, reach with the fingers. Feel the bows there. Each arm is a bow, and then the two of them together is a bow. Now separate that and feel. Keep the arms rounded as you open up there, and feel the opening in your back between your shoulder blades as you do that. And as you do this, you're feeling the chin there as you express the energy, and then relax and let the fingers down the wrists, elbows, shoulders, everything is very relaxed, and bring that down. And pause and feel into that. Notice the structure is not collapsed here. It's a neutral structure, but at the same time, there is a lot of activity going on in your body as you're doing this. You're tuning into, the motion in stillness. Your body is not making any big external movements right now, but you can feel the activity going on in your circulatory system, in your breath, and in your chi. Now, pivot on your heel and step forward with your opposite foot. And we're going to create a bow stance. So here we have bows here, and it's also in the crotch area. So that's opening up. The back leg is slightly curved. It's not dropped heavily in this situation. We're just creating the flexible strength between the legs in this posture. This is more characteristic of the Yang Cheng Fu's form. If I'm doing it, say, with a William C.C. Chen style. My posture might be more like this, where the back leg is much more relaxed, but there's still a bow there, and there's a bow in the front. The crotch is not open as much, but there's still a bow there. So there's a quality. It's more of a small frame form. But here we're gonna go big, and just as I said before, we want to explore the bigness, and then we can make it smaller. So we have this bow here, and then let's say we're creating a ward-off posture. We bring the arm up and feel that the heaviness of that arm. We're carrying that arm, and feel the 5 energy gates: the scapula, the shoulder, the elbow, the wrists, the fingers. And so we're getting very sung in this posture. And then the turn and reach with the fingers and connect up through the shoulder blades, connect up both arms. So we're creating some bow structures here as well. So I'm being very explicit about this, but I want you to feel into it. These are all just instructions to help you focus your attention and really just feel into that. And reaching with the elbows so you can open your back. The shoulders become gateways for the energy. We're not tensing the shoulders. The shoulders are very released, but they are the conduits through which the energy is going. And then the heels come down and turn and back to the neutral posture again. Feel that. Feel the tensile strength in the body as you do this. And with that comes the expanded chi flow. So we're creating structures that allow more energy to circulate in the system. We have these big structures, then we can allow big chi to happen. And once we get so familiar with these big structures, then we can make them smaller, smaller, smaller. They're more subtle. And so you'll see masters doing demonstrations on YouTube or something. And you say, hey, my form doesn't look like that. They look like they're almost doing nothing. But that's because they've internalized these structures so much that they don't have to show it off. They can be very quiet with their internal processes. So we start here. We start with big. Good. So now we're going to step in. Good. And take a deep breath. Inhale. Go in the balls of your feet. Now sink into your heels and exhale and disappear the chi. Now let's go into the Yang Cheng Fu form and take our time with these postures. I'll talk you through it. So we're going to pause along the way as we start to feel into these different things. So we're focusing on connecting up not just the 5 gates in the arms, but also the 5 gates in the legs, the 3 nails, the knees, and the qua. So getting and feeling the bows as we explore these. So I'm going to turn my back to you so you can follow along. Now we're going to begin nice and slow from the very beginning. So let's go back and find the three pillars again. We're going to establish your central equilibrium. Feel your energetic coherence. And unkick the hose. Meaning we're going to open up the joints and allow the chi to flow. Begin and pause right here and just want to settle into that and feel into the sung in this posture. Feel your central equilibrium and relax into that posture. Feel the support as you align your body in central equilibrium. And stick into the heel nail, pick up the left foot and step out and pause there. And just feel the structure here. Feel the bow in your right leg as your support. It's your primary support right now. But also you've opened up the groin area and you're starting to establish the substantiality of your left foot. Feel the left heel. Your shoulders are relaxed, but you're open. You're reaching with the elbows and just allowing the chi to flow through your structure. Sink into the heel nail and spiral down to the right, and then turn. Now feel the bows in both legs. Sink into the heel nails. Relax your sacrum. Feel the drop of your sacrum and feel that back as a bow. The arms very sung. Slightly rounded. Now, take the balls of your feet. Reach up with the wrists. Feel the heaviness of your arms. Feel the sung there. Wrists come up, fingers are hanging. And now reach with your fingers and open your back. Feel the 5 gates in each arm. Open up and feel the bow there as your arms are connected energetically. They're all of a piece there. Now sink into your heels, reach down with your elbows, lift your fingers, reach down with your wrists, and feel the sung of your arms. You're carrying, but you're letting your arms down slowly. Go into the balls of your feet, press down with the big toes, reach down with the fingers, and feel the expansiveness there. You're filling the structure. Sink into your heels, sink into your left heel, the left heel nail, and spiral down to the right, and left arm comes up. Feel the heaviness of that arm. Feel it carrying that left arm. The right arm is slightly rounded. And feel those two bows working together, even though they're working in different vectors, they're working together, connecting through the back. Your left leg is the bow, so you're turning, reaching with that left elbow, wrist. Now press, sink, feel the ball of the left foot, press down with the big toe, and open. Your arms are reaching out, but they're not entirely straight. Reach with the crown of your head and feel that connection there. All the way down through your body, into the earth. Feel the sung. But at the same time, you're feeling the expansiveness of reaching. Feel the pongjin there. Now think of the right heel. Set the right knee, spiral down to the left, and turn. Reaching with the right elbow. The ball of the right foot. Big toe, and reach with the fingers. Open the back. Feel those 5 energy gates, creating the bows there in both hands, both arms. Feel the energetic connection. Now sink into your left heel, spiral down to the right. Feel the sung in the left leg. Letting go, relaxing the pongjin there as you turn. Feel the left heel. Left knee is set, reaching with the left elbow. Now go to the ball of the left foot, the big toe, reach with the wrist, and reach with the fingers and open. Feel that young expansiveness as you reach. Now sink into the right heel. Bow down to the left and then turn to the right. And then to the ball of the right foot. Relax your arms. Feel the sung. And don't yet express the pongjin. Just feel the sung of your arms. Your wrists are still relaxed. Now, feel the ball, press down with the big toe, and now reach with the fingers and animate the whole structure. Connect up to the shoulder blades. Now sink into the right leg and step out with the left. Bow down to the right, and then turn. Feel the arms very sung. Oh, just feel that sung. You're not expressing your chin just yet. You're mobilizing the chi. Now press down with the big toe and reach with the fingers, connect up. Step in with your left foot, your right foot. Sink into your right heel, spiral down to the right. Warm a bird's beak. Sink into the right quad, and you're spiraling down to the right. Right elbow's dropped. Left hand is cupped under your navel. Feel the sung in its posture. You're mobilizing the chi. It's very yin, and now we're going to go yang as we feel the big toe, press down, or the ball of the foot, press down with the big toe, and reach with the wrist. Open. Open your shoulder. Reach out. Feel that expansiveness. Now sink into your right foot. Spiral down to the right. Pick up your left heel. And step out with your left foot. Back here. Step out with the left foot. Put your left knee forward. Reach with your left elbow. Your left wrist open. And feel the expansiveness of this posture. Feel the bows in your arms. Feel yourself sinking into your quad. Feel the bows in your legs, opening up the groin area. And then turn and rotate your left forearm. Press down with the big toe and feel into that. So we're going to continue from here and feel into these next 4 movements. Begin sinking to right heel, spiral down to the right, reach up with the right wrist, left hand comes down, step in with the right foot. Just feel into this posture. Your right wrist is reaching up. Your arms are sung. All your weight is in your left leg. Sink into your right heel. Set the right knee and spiral down to the left. And feel the sung of your arms carrying. Your right hand comes down. Left hand comes up to chest height. And you're sinking into that back foot. Feel the sung. Now press down at the ball of the foot. Press down the toe. And come in on the heel of your left foot. Reach with your left hand. Open up your back. Your right arm is in a bow shape. Rounded. Left arm is rounded. You're extending through. Feel the 5 energy gates in both arms. Feel them in your legs. You're feeling the ball in the big toe, the knee, the quad. Now sink in your right heel and spiral down to the right. Step out a little bit with the left foot. Now pause there and just feel into the sung here. Your weight is still in your right leg. Feel the connection there between the legs. Feel the sung, your body. Now sink into the left heel. Set the left knee. And then ball and big toe as you reach out. Opening the back as you do this. We're giving the structural support to that extended right hand. This is also the structural support of the left hand. And now we're going to sink into the right heel and spiral down to the left. Feel the sung there. And turn. Your arms are rounded as you turn. Reach back. Feel the sung. Arms you're carrying with your arms. You're sinking into that right leg, while feeling the connections there, the heel, nail, the knee, and the quad. And now that's going to turn around as we express our chin. We feel the ball, feel the big toe, press that, turn and bring the left foot in. Lifting the heel. Feel the structure here. The arms are rounded, but reaching, expansive. This is the yang phase. Sink into your right. Spiral down to the right and step out with the left. With the left heel. Set the left knee and feel that the structure, feel the support of your left leg, reaching with your elbows, opening up your back here, and the left arm comes around. Take it to your right heel. And reach back with your right arm. Feel the sung. Now feel the left heel. Spiral down to the right. Set the right knee. Feel the sung in that posture. Feel your arms, the heaviness of your arms gathering. And ball, left big toe, and reach. And hands come down, step in, and relax. Now let's do those last four moves. Um, this time a bit smaller and with less commentary. Producer?
I was wondering if you could do one facing so people can see the arms.
Okay, let's do one facing. Let's start the single whip. And is this right?
We'll start going into single whip.
Going into single whip.
So you just finish waved hands.
Wave hands like cloth. Okay. So you're like this. Good. We step in. So with how much detail?
Not much.
Not much. Okay. Stick it to your right, spiral to the left, and so your hands come across, and feel your right hand turns into a bird's beak, and you spiral down to the right. Feel yourself sinking down. Notice that the central pillar that comes down, through my body, through my center, into my right heel as I do this. So I'm feeling that support. The arms are very sung, but they're still rounded. They still had that shape there, that bow shape. And now we're going to press down with the big toe, the ball of the foot, the big toe, and reach out, extending, move through the wrist. So it looks you're standing. And notice that it's about ear height for me. So there are other postures, I know Master Chen does his single whip down here, but in the Yang Cheng Fu, we want it big. It's up here. We're opening up the joint. Spiral down to the right, pick up the left heel and step out. And feel that you're push the left knee out, set that, and spiral down to the right, and left hand comes up. And notice the bow there in the groin area. The arms are bowed. There's bows all over the place. And then we feel the heel of we feel the ball of the left foot. They feel the big toe turn, pivot on the right heel, and sink into that left leg. So reaching out with the right wrist. Now we sink into the left heel, spiral down to the right, and reach up with the right hand. right wrist. Okay, your weight is still in the left foot, in the left heel as you do that. Now you put the right foot down and sink into that. Right hand comes down, very soon. Left hand, very soon. And then on the heel of the left foot, reach out with your left hand and the fist under your navel. And feel the open up through your back. Feel that connection. Feel the bows. Feel the connection through the legs. Now sink into your right heel and step out a little bit to the left with your left foot. You're reaching out with that left hand and sink into the left heel, spiral down to the right. And feel that sinking into there, nice and soft. And then turn, ball of the left foot, big toe, and reach with the fingers. Sink into the right heel, spiral down to the left, and turn. Arms are rounded, they're connected. And then feel the swing. Wrists are relaxed. And then you express with the fingers. Left foot comes in, and you have your white crane, spreads wing. Feel that expansiveness. Reach with your elbows, open up your back. Feel that connection between your hands. Sink in your right heel, spiral down right, step out. Left heel, spiral down to the right, sink into the left leg. Feel the sung. And then turn to the left. And then sink into your right heel and turn to the right. Nice and very sung. Very relaxed. Feel like you're carrying. Okay. And sink into your left heel, set the left knee, spiral down to the right, and turn. Reach. Reach your elbows, open your back. Feel the connection through your feet. And sink in your right heel, hands down, step back. Uh, Now what I'd like to do is, without me talking, go from the start up through the brush knee twist up and a bit smaller. So we've done it big, big, big. Now we're going to do a little smaller, but trying to keep that internal bigness as we do that. Okay, this time I'll turn my back to you. And here we go. Nice and slow though. You can really feel the sung, feel the chin, and begin. In. Deep breath. And disappear the chi. Please have a seat.
I love going this slow. I mean, now it really makes it a fuller meditation. You know, it's meditation and movement. I absolutely detest on meditation retreats when teachers try to put all these things in your head. It's like, leave me alone, Leon. I'm here with my breath. I don't need to hear from you. But I need to hear from you. Like, the more detailed, the better, because it's just more and more present with whatever I'm doing. So it absolutely does the opposite of what sitting meditation talking does to me. It deepens me in the movement, which is cool. Like, I'm much more there with you talking than if I'm doing it on my own.
Interesting. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, and also because there's no monkey mind because I'm listening to you and it's what you're saying is very relevant. So these are my favorite classes when you go this slow and just fill it with and now you can do it, and yet you're improv. Now you can do this, and you do the bow. The more you introduce the channels and this and that, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm with you there. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool there too. But everything you're saying is deepening me in the movement, and so I love these classes.
Great. Thank you. That's wonderful feedback. Thank you so much. Richard.
Well, not to necessarily be the counterpoint, but tonight, for the first time, I felt appreciative of the slow, methodical, meditative almost pace. Because when we did that last run through of the form, I felt free as a bird and very powerful.
Nice.
So I appreciate the focus, but I really liked being freed from the pace.
Cool.
Good. And it was fairly medium. So
nice.
So thank you. I'm growing into it, I believe.
Okay. Good. Debbie.
I thought it was great having you give us the reminder of the bow structure, of maintaining that, especially with the legs, because I realized that that's something I have not been doing. So that was really good for you to go through that. I lost my connection partway through the last one and had to reconnect. So it was I lost a little bit of that, but it was still I was very appreciative of the meditative way we went through it. It was nice.
Nice. Great. Thank you. Cool. Sharon.
My comment, I think, is just
I think
you have to unmute, honey.
okay. My comment, I think, is just pertinent to me, but thinking about the bow in my legs, hearing your words, keeping the crotch open, I think I engaged my leg muscles differently to keep them open. And I had not done that before. I was relying on my body and how I move to open, whole body movement to open and close the quad, but then engaging the leg muscles a little bit to keep them open changed everything.
Nice.
I would
Nice.
agree
Good.
with that.
Good. Good. Thank you. Yeah. That's a big one. It's something that, you can do Taiji for decades and not get that particular element. And I think it's really key for, for making the whole connection, to connecting the legs with the torso. Cool. Anybody else? Dude?
No.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you all so much. Good. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, Maria.
Love you, Maria.
And
I
thank
love
you
you
for asking him to turn around.
Yeah.
Thank you, production crew.
Thank you.
Have a great week, guys.
Great.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Love you all.
Love you.